Warning. The following video may contain sensitive subjects for sensitive viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, my comments, welcome back to another one of these interviews. And I believe last time we did one of these, I interviewed Lucy Carpenter. So now, well, up next is Harvey Davenport. Say hi.
Hello. It's great to meet you all. How are you?
Good, you?
I'm doing quite swell. Thank you.
Alright, so I'm guessing you have an idea about how these interviews go. I just asked you a few questions, so and you answer them, so
that is how Q&As usually work, yes.
Yeah, so my subscribers can learn about you more.
Yes, of course. I suppose I should go ahead and start an introduction then?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't usually talk in recordings like this. This is new. Anyway, hello there everyone. My name is Harvey Davenport. I turned 18 on April 1st of this year. My pronouns are he, him, and I am a pansexual.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So now for first question, your favorite color is pink?
Yes, I know that it's not a very manly color, but it just brings a joy in me, and it's just, I feel like that pink is underrated, especially with males. I just usually always have something pink, on me, or on my inventory, I guess if we're going by gamer terms. It's just a very pleasant color that stands out.
Right. And your hobbies are puppeteering, piano playing, and singing.
Puppeteering. That has been with me for quite a while. It has just always been a hobby of mine that has really helped me through my early years. I have been interested in puppeteering ever since Sesame Street and the Muppets. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was a huge one. And I have over... probably over 20 puppets in my house now that I do. Right. I do puppet shows for the kindergartners at the elementary school. I do puppet shows whenever I need to babysit. Well, I don't babysit often, but if there was a time where I needed to, then I would have plenty of things that I can do to entertain the children. Piano playing. That was sort of a familial thing. But that's probably the only familial thing that I have stuck to, is playing some sort of classical instrument. And piano playing was mine. It just always was something that attracted to me. The sound of the piano was always very pleasant. And singing was for the same way. It was a great creative outlet to be able to express myself. I would like to sing right now, but it is late in the evening, and that's just not the greatest of ideas.
Very true. So, as for your likes, you like sweaters, pastries, children, charity, nostalgia? Nostalgia is how it's written here?
Oh, I can go on ahead and explain that one. Nostalgia is pretty much is a feeling of seeing something that you have watched or enjoyed as a kid.
I thought it was like, okay, it was just nostalgia. I thought it was like it's spelled a different way, like a different word.
Maybe Aspy spelled it wrong, I'm not sure. I'm not the best speller, alright? Shut up!
Alright.
You can go on ahead.
Also,
yeah.
So you like charity, nostalgia, and tea, theater, fantasy, animals, classical music, and breakfast. Just in general.
Oh man, she got really specific with making these character logs, huh? Yes, I did. Anyway, sweaters are just a very nice comfy feeling. Pastries are just something that really helps after a hard day. Rose makes very good ones. Children, they're just so pure and innocent, and it just makes me feel happy that those children are pure and innocent, and just nice. It seems like that they weren't really exposed to the harsh reality, so it's just nice to have them be in this purity, and just to keep them in there as long as possible. Charity, obviously, I really like charity because they're for great causes. I have donated to several. That's usually half of what I do with my paycheck. Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. Just a little bleh in the throat.
Yes, I don't blame you. Nostalgia I already explained. Tea. It is very, very warm and very, very comforting. Cold tea is okay as well, but hot tea is usually what I prefer. It just really soothes the throat and just makes you feel warmer inside. In both ways, I guess. Theater, this would mean like musicals, Shakespeare plays. I just find the act very nice. I enjoy watching them. Too bad we don't have that many besides the elementary school ones, and I heard those are taken very, very seriously. I heard the counselor was cursing at the kids because they weren't doing a good job. That's a bit harsh. Anyway, fantasy, I don't like the extreme fantasies, but, you know, the simple fairy tale fantasies like dragons and princesses and knights, it's just a nice story to tell. Animals, they're just also in that purity category. They're very soft and very sweet. It's just nice to be able to see an animal and cherish it. Classical music, that's sort of the same thing for theater. It's nice to listen to. And breakfast, it's the most important meal of the day. It can be very hearty, and it just gives you a little jump step into the day that comes. It's very comforting.
Alright then. As for your dislikes, you don't like the dark, mind-numbing, nightmare-numbing entertainment, neon colors, cursing, politics, and irresponsible adults.
Okay, those seem a little more realistic. The dark, I've never really liked the dark. I know it sounds silly, but I do have a little light that is always on. It's not a nightlight, of course, it's just something to... how do I explain this? It's just... I know I've said this a lot, but it's a sense of comfort. I know, that's weird. But it's just nice to have something there, and pure darkness is just something I've never really liked. Mind-numbing entertainment means anything that just seems to be made for no reason. So, let's just say something that is just used to distract children. That really, really bothers me. They deserve so much better than the stuff that they are given. Like, parents nowadays just give them iPads or all sorts of things, and they just let them do it and watch whatever they want, no matter how silly it is. They deserve so much better. And I'm happy that there's still shows out there like Blue's Clues and Paw Patrol. All of those is just... Sesame Street is still going. That one's amazing. I just wish that people could watch that more than the... I hate to use this word, but trash that some of these producers come up with. It's really, really upsetting. Neon colors, I'm just not a fan of bright lights. That's pretty self-explanatory. Cursing, I do not support it that much, but I understand why people do. I have never really been told to do it myself. It was just sort of drilled in my head that something awful and terrible would happen to me and my siblings if we did curse. But cursing isn't bad as long as it's not too vulgar. I've not cursed unless I've absolutely had to, which is probably never, but it's just something that I would prefer not to do. Politics. Where do I even start with this one? Politics is complicated to me. It's been a huge thing in my family, and a huge thing in society for that matter, that it has caused full-on awful, awful fights and awful chaos in the world right now. It's just hard to live in a world where politics just seems to be the main thing that is happening in the world. I wish that we could focus on other things, like remaining well and remaining healthy instead of worrying about the system that we're in. I, of course, definitely appreciate the court and the government. I'm just saying all of the chit-chat and cattiness with politics really, really bothers me. And irresponsible adults. What is up with this place and having so many awful ones? I don't understand. Please explain.
Well, all I know is that in South Park, there's like definitely a bunch of like dumb adults.
That is really, really unfortunate. The Stotches. Oh, they're the worst. I feel so bad for that boy. He needs to get out of there.
He's with my good friend Aspy, so.
Oh, that's great. I know her, obviously. She never really told us about that, but that is great that he's spending more time with her. In a place that is safe. If all of us can live in her head, then you know that he can live with her safely.
Yeah.
Just irresponsible adults just do not know how to take care of their children, and sometimes they sometimes they act even more immature than kids do. And that is very, very, very disappointing.
Oh, yeah. So, an extra note I have here is that you dream of starting a kids show?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I plan to do it with my puppeteering, like shows from Mr. Rogers, The Muppets, Sesame Street, those shows, along with a few others. Jack's Big Music Show was one. Anything involving puppetry has really fascinated me, and so I feel, and something about puppetry is able to connect everyone from all ages, and I would like to have a kids show that could be enjoyable for children and adults, and I just want to be able to teach them valuable lessons that I was sort of forced to learn in my household. Well, as in, I needed to learn to, I'm sorry, it's late at night when we're filming this. It's just, I usually don't stay up this late, but it was necessary. Kids show. Yes, I'm so sorry. Hold on, hydration real quick. I was forced to, I guess, entertain myself, because my household never really did that. And one way that I started to teach myself things was on kids shows. Kids shows have really, really helped me. And for some reason I seem to know which ones were good and which ones were bad. And I'm just very thankful that kids shows were a huge, huge, huge part of my life. And, I just wanted to be able to express I just wanted to be able to help people that were in my shoes when I was a child by making something that they can look up to.
Nice. Okay,
Thank
you.
No
problem. So I guess we can do one more. Who is your hero?
I'm sorry? I thought there was more.
I feel like there might be some ones that I've been told there's some facts that are not too necessary to point out.
There should be some under the... There's more, don't worry. There's more under the X's, don't worry, you're good.
Okay, I guess we can talk about this one.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, another one here is your family looks perfect, but it's actually extremely unhealthy and abusive.
Oh boy, that one had to be mentioned, didn't it? Okay, but I know you would probably say that, I wouldn't have to say this, but according to the law, I will treat this as much as a court case, where I will tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and only the truth. So, I've never really expressed this to anyone, but yes, that is true. My family is really, really healthy and abusive. A lot of people would see it as that perfect family where everyone gets along perfectly well, but that's not the case at all. My mother's an alcoholic, my father is quite abusive, and my older brother and sister, they are lovely people, but they just got into really, really bad territory. And me, as the youngest, I was supposed to be the one that did not fail. I was supposed to be the one that was uptight, the one that was supposed to be the perfect child because they failed with the other two. And so I was forced to do a lot of things, and I never really had a proper childhood. I was just forced to be the perfect child that everyone saw in me. But I saw through that abuse that my father gave to me, and now I'm able to find positive outlets and make new friends, especially since we just moved here. And to everyone, I would just like to say thank you for helping me get through this.
No problem. So another one here is you have your first puppet called Mabel.
Yes, Mabel. Mabel is a white rabbit. I got her when I was probably around 8. And that was my first introduction to puppeteering. I have over 20 now, but she is the one that I am most attached to, and the one that sort of started my spark in puppeteering. I would describe her as a shy gardener who enjoys the simple things in life, but also has a nice sense of humor without meaning to. She is very, very lovely.
Okay, then. Now, here's another one here that sounds kind of sus, but...
Sus?
It's short for suspicious. It's Among Us. It's
oh.
a game. Apparently you have a crush on Yvette?
Oh, that one's a little bit personal, isn't it? Well, I suppose you can call it that. She is a lovely and beautiful woman. That beautiful dark skin, that lovely dark hair, those beautiful brown eyes, her smile, everything about her is just so sweet. She's very kind, very caring, and knows how to get things done. And that is very lovely to see in a woman. Obviously. There are a lot of independent women out there, but she is just... wow.
Okay, then. I guess now we could do one more. Who is your hero?
My hero? Mr. Rogers, probably. He helped in the way I dress, he helped in the way that I learned, and he helped in sparking my love for puppeteering. I heard that I was inspired by Mr. Rogers as well, but that could be true, that could be a lie. But Mr. Rogers is and was a wonderful, wonderful human being who wanted the best for children. And I would love to be just like him.
Alright then, so I guess with that, we can end it here.
Oh, really? I thought there would be a little more than that.
I think we covered enough. Yeah, I think we did.
Okay, that's fine.
So, yeah, guys, leave your comments below to tell us what you think of Harvey here, and we'll see what kind of feedback we can get about you.
Well, if I were to be in a collab in the future, I wouldn't want it to be too crazy. I'm not really seen as an internet celebrity or anything, but I would like to tag along with some friends of mine. You know, Kyle, Stan, Kenny. those are pretty good friends of mine, and it would be nice to do something with them, but I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see what that's gonna be like. So, hope you guys enjoyed this interview of Harvey Davenport, and we'll see what's up next for the next interview, or whatever other video I put out on the channel. So,
who is next, by the way? Let me see. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. I wish you luck.
what?
The next one on the list is Nicole.
That's right! It's my turn!
Okay.
This is mine.
It's the outro! I got too excited! It took me so long!
Okay, well.
You'll get your turn, Nicole. Relax. It just, my turn needs to come up first. But I promise you will get your spotlight.
I'm not looking for spotlight, I'm just looking for fun and questions. And, you know me, I'm the random one. I want to get randomly asked stuff.
Yeah, right. Okay, so again, thanks for watching this interview of my interview with Harvey Davenport, and we'll see what we can do about Nicole here the next time we do this.
I know that one's gonna be very, very interesting.
You bet your sweet cute butt it is.
Okay, so
yeah, I think this
right.
needs to be cut short, so goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, bye.